Guys, I bring you guys good news. I know lately we've been talking about SUELLA BRAVERMAN wanting to cut down the post-study visa, but in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys the latest update, and I'm sure this is a good news. It depends on how you see it though. So if this looks like what you're going to be interested in, then sit tight.
You'll be living your good life, catch a glimpse from the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see now.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you guys for the love, thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So on this channel I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. Yes, so in today's video guys, I bring you guys good news. So like I said from the start, I say it depends on how you see it. So for me, I feel like it's a good news for those of you planning to come to the UK in 2023. Yes, I feel it's a good news, but like I said, it depends on how you see it. So lately, or should I say in my previous videos, I made a video where I was talking about UK wanting to stop the 2 years post-study visa, which is a bad news because I feel like this is one of the reasons why so many persons came to the UK to study as at last year, because when there was no post-study visa, there were no rush, there were not lots of people, and the Department of Education was against it because obviously it was SUELLA BRAVERMAN's plan, because she was wanting to cut down the immigration in general, not just like say it's because of people are coming to study. No, she's just trying to cut down the number of immigrants in this UK because she was like, it's just too much. So there have been different suggestions, because you all know that it's not going to be easy to make such a decision, because I mean international students have been contributing a lot to the UK government, believe it or not. So the Department of Education are strongly against it, but let's see what happened. But today's video, I'm here to share with you guys the latest update, which says UK may lift work hours limits during studies. Under it, it says UK government is considering increasing the number of hours international students can work during their study in a bid to fill job vacancies across the country. And he went further saying that both Australia and Canada scrapped the limit on the number of hours foreign students can work to help address labor shortage. So he's trying to tell us that both Australia and Canada scrap it, but UK is a no. For those of you that don't know, if you're planning to come to the UK to study, you're meant to work 20 hours as a student. You can only work full-time during holidays. So that means if your school are on break or holiday, you can work as much as you want, but if it's still on section, you're meant to work 20 hours. That is the rule. Even on your BRP, it stated 20 hours. And it went further saying that in surprise news, ministers are considering to extend the work hour limit from 20 hours per week, with the government debating whether to increase the limit to 30 hours or to scrap it completely, according to a report from the Times. So it's simply trying to say that they are considering to increase it to 30 hours per week for students to work, or to scrap it completely. That means there will not be restriction. You're just allowed to work as much as you want. For me as a person, I feel it's a good news and also a bad news. Why did I say it's a good news? So now I feel like if they should scrap it, I know that lots of people will come in because it's a good news. Everybody wants to make money, isn't it? And for those of you wanting to study in the UK that cannot afford to pay your school fees completely, at least it's also a good news for you in that aspect, because now you can work as much as you want. You will be able to pay off your bills, pay off your school fees. I'm not even going to lie to you. I know so many persons were saying that, oh, they came to UK and they work and pay off their school fees. Honestly, it's really challenging, especially with these 20 hours. It's very, very difficult. You know, you pay off bills, house rent, you know, you eat, pay transport. It's just a lot. So I feel like if they scrap it, you can now work as much as you want. You can work anywhere, and again, it's limiting so many persons. So now if you're a student, there's some better jobs you will see and you want to apply. As soon as they see your BRP, they see 20 hours, most of them will be like, oh, you're a student, we're looking for someone to work full-time. Do you get? And it doesn't even matter whether it's a night shift or day shift. They'll just say, you know, maybe after your study you can come. Now, so if you're a student, it affects so many students a lot, because they don't get these jobs because of their restriction on their BRP. So I feel if they scrap it, it's going to help students a lot. But in the other side now, it's going to affect a lot of students academically. So like people like me that before we can write one thing, we have to read, we have to study hard. I don't know about you watching me. There's some people that struggle to study. Yeah, so I'm just using myself as an example because people like me, we struggle. We had to like keep reading, you keep reading to learn. And now if they should scrap it, all you'll be thinking about in your head is job. So there is a chance, to be honest, that you're going to forget school and just start working. You have forgotten that the actual reason you came in here is to study, but because the money is coming in, you might as well be like, oh god, I think I need to chase this money. We're all human beings, right? So yeah, that is why I feel like it's a bit disadvantage, because it's going to distract a lot of people. I'm not even going to lie, because we all know that this money is really a big temptation. So people that are struggling academically might end up working and working. For you on the other side, some persons can manage, some persons can balance, they can both work and make money. So for me as a person, I feel like it's a good news and a bad news. And it went for that the reason why they are trying to implement this is, it says UK is facing a worker shortage exhibited by Brexit and higher levels of economic inactivity after the pandemic. Under it says Chancellor Jeremy Hunt has signaled his intent to boost the workforce in order to help tackle inflation as high vacancy level dry up wages. So if you see from this, they are complaining about the work shortage. So they are planning to make students work as much as they want. So now if they should say students should work as much as they want, just know that it's going to reduce the skilled worker visa. That means people coming in via the tier 2 sponsorship is going to reduce it, it's going to limit it, because students will be working as much as they want. So it's going to affect the skilled worker visa, because they will have to deal with the people already in the UK. Everybody's going to be applying for jobs. So now so many students are on section, right? So you're going to see lots of job vacancies. So that is what boosts them, make them to recruit people from overseas. So but if they should allow students to start working as much as they want, it's definitely going to affect people depending on this skilled worker visa to relocate to the UK. That's why I said it's a good and bad news. So it depends on how you see it. And I feel like he's going to also encourage people to come to the UK. So don't forget that the Department of Education were complaining that if they should reduce the skilled worker visa, it's going to make people not to come. Because after extending it to 2 years, you want to reduce this to 6 months, it's definitely going to make people not wanting to come, and that is what they are scared of. That is why Department of Education said it's going to affect them. So now they are bringing different suggestions, because obviously they are looking for something that is going to benefit them and that is still going to attract people to still come. Because if international students lose interest, or should I say if they lost interest in coming to the UK to study, how will they make their money? Because trust me, the home student, they don't really, I'm not saying that they don't go to school, they go to school, but one, they don't even pay as much as the international student pay. International student can pay as much as £15,000 without any benefit. You don't get any benefit at all. Even at the end of the day, you won't get taxed, you get. But the home student don't even pay much. So if they should scrap the post-study visa and they just say, okay, there's no more post-study visa, what exactly is going to encourage or make people wanting to come to the UK? I don't think there's a lot of things, because now 6 months you have got limited chances of getting a job, but with 2 years there's the hope that you will get a job within that 2 years. So yeah, that is why they are bringing different suggestions. Like I said, they cannot make a decision without agreeing on a particular term. So yes, this is their latest suggestion. So what do you think? Do you think it's a good news? Because I feel like if they implement this, I know that there will be a lot of international students that will still want to come in, because they'll be like, okay, if I come to the UK to study, I still have chances of working. Like I can still work as much as I want. And there are some people that are very intelligent, whether they read, whether they don't read, they always, they are just intelligent. I don't know how to put that. There are people that are like that. There's some people that are very strong. They can still work, go to school, and cope with all of that. And there are some people that cannot. They cannot cope with all of that, studying, working, and all of that. So that's why I said it just depends on how you see it. So in the educational aspect, if you're planning to come to the UK to study, you'll be, oh yeah, this is a good news because I can work and make money. But at the same time, for those of you looking for a job, that will sponsor you from overseas, I feel like if they should implement this, because of the students are going to be working as much as they want, it's going to reduce that shortage. And at the same time, if you're coming here to study, you might get distracted and then focus on job, focus on work, focus on make money, and forget the reason why you genuinely enter this country, that you came in here to study. So I feel it's going to be a distraction. But with that being said, it's a great news, because at the end of the day, we all want to make money and, you know, get something in return. So yeah, that is just the latest update. If you're watching this video, leave me a comment. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's a good news? Do you think it's a bad news? Just leave me a comment, your thoughts on this. Well, with this, we've come to the end of today's video. If you find this video informative, don't forget to give this video again a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share my videos. Leave me a comment on the type of video you want me to make. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.